The Orient Express. Even the name conjures up the magic, glamour and romance of the glory days of steam travel. In the decades before the Second World War, this was the train which carried the rich and famous across Europe in style. And it still does today.
Of course, I'm not going on board as a passenger. I've got to work for my ticket. So from now on, you can think of me as Cabin Steward Jones. I can't stick about and chat. I've got work to do.
Apparently, I was going to be in charge of a special VIP, a famous face from the TV. I was going to be on my best behaviour. I just hoped my VIP wouldn't turn out to be a diva.
This is the cabin where my VIP will be staying this evening. We've got the sofa here, which actually turns into a bunk bed, which you'll see later on. It's very beautiful and very compact. And then, in here, the washroom. Pretty cool, huh? Connie!
Gethin!
Hey, I hope you're not going to be difficult.
As if.
Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour.
But this was no time to stand about chatting. Our journey was about to begin, and I had work to do. The route from Venice to London takes just over a day to complete, and the crew ensure that the guests have every possible comfort, from stoking the fires to heat the water, to offering constant refreshments.
I'm in the steward's quarters, and you need to know your way around in here because it's a bit tricky to get everything together for afternoon tea. Now, I'm going to start with cup and saucers. I hope Connie's going to enjoy this. All the logos have to be facing the same way, and the cups have to be nearest the door, not the window. Everything's got to be absolutely spot on. Madam, can I interest you in some afternoon tea and cake?
Only if it's lap sanctuation.
Not a problem.
Very nice cuppa. Now, some of these carriages date back to the 1920s, which was the decade of style, and I'm in a carriage that's surrounded by wooden panelling. I particularly like the marquetry, which are the designs that have been made with inlaid pieces of wood in different shades. Exquisite. The whole thing has then been covered in 10 coats of varnish to give it that extra shiny look. I like it.
The train has just stopped to change engines, but how cool is this? We're currently on the border of Austria and Italy. So at the moment I'm in Italy, but if I fancy, I can take a stroll along the carriage, and now I'm in Austria. And if I fancy nipping back, I'm in Italy again. How cool is that?
Madam had dressed for dinner and was on her way to the dining carriage. Meanwhile,
one of the most important jobs for the stewards is transforming the cabin from a daytime sitting room to a bedroom. One steward can get through 9 cabins while the guests are having dinner. I've got my work cut out. One cabin down, only 8 left to go. Something sparkling, madam?
How refreshing. My waiter seemed rather familiar.
The tiny kitchen was alive with activity. Each delicious dish must live here, perfect in every detail.
Thank you. Thanks, chef.
After dinner, soothing music in the piano bar.
I could have sworn I'd seen the pianist somewhere else. It had been a magical evening.
But giving such good service is an exhausting job.
I think all's quiet on the Orient Express now, and I can finally turn in. You called, madam?
Oh, I can't find my toothbrush.
It's just here.
Thanks.
What now? You called, madam?
Oh, I'm thirsty.
Very well.
Thank you.
Something to help you sleep, madam.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Madam,
Read me a story.
I know just the book.
She realised, with a sense of creeping horror, that she was trapped on a train with a ruthless killer and that her cabin might soon become her coffin.
Will that be all, madam?
Yes.
Sleep well. Morning, madam. Enjoy your breakfast, madam.
Thank you. Do you know what? That is actually a really good night's sleep. I was expecting that I wouldn't get a wink, but the rocking motion is really kind of soothing and it makes you drop off. It's like when you fall asleep in the back of the car. I feel really good and ready for breakfast. Our trip was coming to an end, and for me it was goodbye to glamour.
I do hope you've enjoyed your trip, madam.
And back to grim reality.
My coat is really cold.